feel the
Alright, welcome everyone from Lunaria Ascension. This is finals, so this is winner's side, so whichever team wins this match will be going to grand finals on the winner side, which is a huge advantage for that team to have. We did just go through bans before getting on stream. As you can see, we have maps, I believe it is 2, 7, 12, and I am so bad at math. That's, what is that last nomad number? Whatever it is. Those are the 4 bands. We are going into the first pick. It looks like it's going to be Birb's pick to start out. Definitely going to be interesting. Team Birb having Wingo, Silva, Paladix, Skill Issue, Poke, Frost. I have no clue how to pronounce that. Nuex, I think, and Mrao. Definitely an interesting lineup. Going to be interesting to see what they pick here. I mean, this first pick is going to be very, very important for both teams. And they look to pick map 17, which is some light tech hidden. Going to be interesting to see how this plays out for both teams. As we go into this, we should see what lineups these teams put in for this map. It is hidden tech, I believe. Yeah, light tech hidden. Definitely a bit of a tricky skill set, something that definitely needs to be learned, in my opinion. So it'll be interesting to see who these teams put up for this map. Looks like, unless the side of Team Watermelon, we're going to have Dr. Skill Issue, unless they're part of Team Birb and I'm stupid. But we are seeing Zilva, Skill Issue, and Garrett East on the side of Team Birb. Or Zilva on Watermelon? I don't know what's happening more. No, Zilva's on Birb, right? I'm not crazy. Unless I am just straight up crazy, which I could be. I am crazy. There's 2 very similarly named players. That makes a lot of sense. We do see these lineups start to get filled out for each team. We do see the top 3 for each team, I believe. Here we do see Al-Qaeda, Zilva, and Lightning Fox in for Watermelon. We see Mrao, Skill Issue, Pokesum 14, and Paladix in for Birb. Interesting to see who the last player is going to be for Watermelon. It looks like it's going to be Eulafoot Enjoyer. So, with that, I believe we have our lineups. We are seeing GLHS in the chat, so we should be going into this map pretty soon. Go into the first map of this finals match. We do see the GLHF from, I believe, the ref. So with that, we should be going into the map unless Bancho decides to be Bancho. But we are going into the map now. This is a bit of a longer map too, so it'll be interesting to see if this is a bit of a consistency check, especially with some of the tricky patterns that you might expect with, you know, hidden tech. You know, it's a lot of reading, a lot of interesting mechanics in play here. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. And as Bancho catches up, we are seeing full combos from everyone so far as we go into the start of this map. You see an early break from Dr. Skill Issue, though. That could be a problem down the line if everyone else holds. But given that we're only, you know, a couple seconds into this map, it's really not going to be a huge deal in the grand scheme of things. Everyone holding, oh my goodness, a lot of breaks on the side of Watermelon, I believe. Nope, we got Bancho. There was only one, no breaks on the side of Watermelon. We do still have that 1 break from Skill Issue early in the map, giving Watermelon a very early lead here on this map. We do see a break from Zilva, going to even out Birb now having the combo advantage, but again, it's so early in the map that it's not a big deal in the grand scheme of things. As we go into this section here, all these spinners, everyone pretty much holding on. Zilva, unfortunately, breaking. Team Watermelon still having that score lead, but it will start to slowly slip over in favor of Birb as long as he holds, because they do have the combo advantage. Accuracy, not necessarily on their side, but you know, combo is more important than accuracy. So we will see this flip over pretty soon. We do see Eulafoot Enjoyer break as well. It is now 2 FCs to 3 in favor of Birb. And with that, I believe the score lead is going to flip over to Birb. Mrao breaking, though, keeping this pretty even. That score lead still firmly on the side of Watermelon. Breaks all over the place. Palmkits, Alpha, Eulafoot Enjoyer, Pokey, and Mrao all breaking. Lightning Fox breaking as well. There's now no full combo on the side of Watermelon. And with that, Birb is going to start to get that score lead on their side. And they're going to start to run away with it just off Paludax holding onto that full combo, and Skill Issue recovering from their initial break early on in the map. And as we're getting to, I believe about halfway through, maybe 3/4 of the way through the map, we do see a 30k score lead in favor of Birb. This is still very, very close. Mrao breaking, Lightning Fox trading it though, but there's just not really any combo on the side of Watermelon to rival this full combo from Paladex and this amazing recovery from Dr. Skillissue. As we go into this section here, round breaking. Lightning Fox having a break early that I think I missed. Dr. Skillissue breaking though now. No combo on the side of birb except for Paladex and Poke714 starting to recover. With Watermelon, I believe, having the combo bench. Never mind, Eula and Zilva both breaking. Paladex breaking as well. Basically a full reset. Only person really having any combo right now being Lightning Fox, who just broke. Full reset now with 40k score lead in favor of birb. And with that, I believe this is going to firmly cement this map as birb's point here. Poke714, Paladex, Skillissue, Rao all recovering quite well. Team Watermelon struggling to recover just a little bit. And with that, as we go into these final moments of this map, it is looking like it's going to be Team Birb round breaking again, but it's not really going to matter this late in the map. It is still only a 60k difference though. Anything can happen, but I believe it is too late. We go into these final moments. 60k lead with some great recovery combos on the side of Team Birb. Team Watermelon is seeming to they've recovered quite well here, but I think it's a little too late here. And with that, map 1 will go to Birb, getting their own pick here with a 52k lead. Definitely a pretty strong lead. Probably not as strong as they had hoped for. That is a bit close, especially in 4v4. But still some great scores all around. 2 and 3 misses from almost everyone, except for Eula getting a 7 miss. A little bit unfortunate, but still having good combo here. And with that, we are now 1-0 in favor of Birb, with Watermelon having their pick next. It'll be interesting to see what they pick here. Definitely going into this reading tech with a bit of consistency. Definitely interesting to see what Watermelon will pick here. I mean, personally, knowing a few players on the team, I'm expecting some sort of speed pick or just some general consistency pick here, as these players are generally pretty consistent. Yeah, I'm expecting maybe pick 1 or pick, I don't know, pick, what is it, pick 9 maybe? Looking at a bunch of stuff here. There's a lot of different maps that can be picked here. You know, there's a lot of options open to Watermelon. It'll be very interesting to see what they pick here. As we do wait for this next pick from Team Watermelon. Definitely taking this moment to kind of consider their options. Definitely a smart pick choice here to do this. Makes a lot of sense. You know, they want to pick the right map here, because I think giving a breakpoint this early would be a little tough. Definitely would be rough for. It looks like they are picking map 14 here, Kamui, which is a mechanics pick with, I believe, a 1.6x easy multiplier. So definitely interesting to see what the angle is here. You know, I'd be very interested to see someone play this with easy, but we'll have to see what happens. And it looks like we're seeing almost full lineup switch ups for these players, for these teams. You're hoping to see some new players, and it'll be pretty cool. And it looks like we are seeing Zilva and Dr. Skillissue staying in on both of their teams here for this map. And these are definitely probably their all-rounder players. You know, players that are strong on kind of almost anything. You know, able to handle anything here. So we'll have to see. You see Poke714 come back in. These teams definitely probably taking the time to practice this map. I imagine just that force mod. This is definitely going to be interesting to see what these players pick. Or what these players choose to put on for their mods. We are seeing the GLHFs in chat, and it looks like the full lineups are here. So we're seeing Bobkaida, Zilva, Vin, See Me Fly for Watermelon. We're seeing Paladex, Skillissue, Poke714, and UX, I believe it's pronounced. Someone please correct me if I'm wrong. On the side of Birb. And with that, we do see ref typing in chat as well, I believe. So we should be going into the map soon, unless someone's on the wrong team, apparently. I don't know what's happening here. Anyway, we are seeing the good lucks in chat, so we are going into this map shortly. Could be an interesting map. Watermelon's first pick of this match being down 1 point to Birb's first pick here. We'll have to see what happens. And it looks like we will not be seeing any easies. We do see Dr. Skill Issue though overmodding, opting to choose Hidden Hard Rock. You know, probably just more comfortable on Hidden with Hard Rock here. So we'll have to see how this goes for both teams. And right off the bat, I think we're seeing a slight accuracy lead from Team Watermelon, which is very interesting, especially considering the extra score bonus that Dr. Skill Issue gets. We do see Papkaida break early, unless that was a Banshee bonus, but it doesn't look like it was. Zilva breaking as well, giving Birb the early score lead here. And this is a bit of a shorter map, so that's going to matter a whole lot. Fly dropping a lot of accuracy here on that stream. Birb holding on to all 4 full combos as of this moment here, making this quite an uphill battle already for Watermelon, already being down about 20,000 points. Peladex does break though, going to help out Watermelon a little bit here on their own pick, but that score lead still already at 50k. Pokenukes and Skill Issue all holding onto their full combos. Fly being, I believe, the only full combo on the side of Team Watermelon. This is going to require, I think, a catastrophic failure from Birb in order to bring this back for Watermelon at this point, because that score lead is starting to crawl up to the like 160,000 range, going up to 100,000 maybe, but we do see it start to kind of stagnate here, staying pretty even. Nukes breaking, gonna be big. Poke714 breaking as well. Dr. Skill Issue being the only full combo now on the side of Team Birb, and with that, the score lead is gonna very solidly go over onto the side of Watermelon. Peladex breaking as well, and everyone on Watermelon recovering quite well. Papkaida and Zilva both getting up to over 600 combo. Vin at almost 500 at this point. There's really no one matching that combo on the side of Team Birb. They only have Dr. Skill Issue with that full combo. So now it's really that full combo battle, but the supporting combo is just so much stronger on Watermelon that they're already at a 400k score lead. And with that, going into the final moments of this map, this is going to very solidly be a point for Team Watermelon. So you see a break from Peladex on the final stream. Poke714 also breaking. Fly breaking as well. But it will not matter. Team Watermelon getting the point, their first point of this match, with a almost 600,000 point score lead going into that map. Definitely a great spot for Team Watermelon to be in. That was definitely a map I think they wanted to do well on. Definitely showing that they've put in the work. They're definitely the stronger team on that map. And now we're going into this next pick. Team Birb having the option, seeing how well they did on their first pick, that hidden tech map. I imagine we'll see another tech map or another mechanics map from this team. You know, something to really throw Team Watermelon off their guard. You know, maybe map 2 I could see happening. I could see maybe, I don't know, maybe even like map 9 could be an interesting pick for them. You know, Night of Nights with that free mod I think could be quite interesting. Really, I think anything could happen here. It's going to be very interesting. As we go into this Birb, having the option here to choose whatever map they want, it's going to be very interesting, like I've been saying. I'm kind of excited to see what they pick here, because they did so well on their first pick here. You know, it was definitely close, but they did very, very well. And so I'm excited to see if they'll pick something similar, if they're going to go into a completely different angle. Because, I mean, they can really do anything here. It's still very early on in this match. And they do opt for map 10, another hidden map. They're choosing a Shuritan No Solution, which is Hidden Flow. So definitely an interesting choice here. Banger alert, though. But with that, we'll have to see what happens here. I think maybe they're leaning into that hidden ability, or their skill here on hitting, because they did quite well on the last hidden map that they picked. It'll be very interesting to see what happens here. It looks like we're seeing Heavy Metal for Life in on the side of Watermelon for the first time this match. 3 maps in, definitely interesting to see them in. Lightning Fox in as well. And it looks like Team Birb doing a full reset of their lineups. Heavy Metal for Life also out, unless they're just shuffling around positions for some reason. And with that, we do see Gary Eats come in. I believe they are on the side of Birb and will be shifting over. Unless they're gone already. People joining and leaving this lobby. Kind of interesting. We will have to see. As you see these lineups start to get filled out, we're seeing Meow, Frost the Fox, and Pokemon 14 for Birb. We're seeing Paladex, Zilva, Lightning Fox, and I am probably butchering this name, but Bobketa. And we do see Paladex filling in that 4th slot for Birb. So definitely very strong lineups here. Gonna be interesting to see how this plays out. We do see the GLHFs in chat, but I believe we're missing a slot on Team Watermelon. I'm not sure if they're just in the lobby in the wrong spot. Okay, Eulafoot Enjoyer's in. Okay, that makes sense. And with that, it looks like we should be going into this map shortly. We do see GLHFs in the chat, so I believe we'll be going into this map in probably the next couple seconds. Gonna be interesting to see what Birb's thinking here. You know, picking another hidden map after winning on their first hidden map. I wonder if they're just hoping that they can just, you know, have stronger reading on hidden than Watermelon. But it'll be interesting to see, 'cause Team Watermelon does have a lot of very strong players. So we go into this map. We're seeing off there, a break from Rao and Zilva. Not sure if those are Bancho breaks just yet. This is very early, but having a break on both teams is going to be, I guess, an equal trade. Eula breaking, Rao breaking, Bobketa breaking. A lot of breaks already, but we do see 2 full combos on both sides. We see 3 full combos on the side of Team Birb. And with that, those 3 full combos to 2, we're going to see that early score lead in favor of Team Birb. Eulafoot Enjoyer breaking again. Definitely not great for Team Watermelon here. But as we are very early on into this map, and it is about a 3-minute map, so it's not going to be a huge deal. It's going to matter more when we get to the middle. We do see Eulafoot Enjoyer dropping some accuracy though, being at 90%, breaking again, unfortunately. Seeming to struggle to recover their combo here, but everyone else recovering their combos from their early breaks quite well. And with that, Team Birb is going to have almost 100,000 point difference as we go into this first chorus. You see Zilva breaking as well. Team Watermelon seeming to struggle with some of their combo games here, but Lightning Fox and Bobketa both having very, very good combos here, but having to match 3 full combos and a very good recovery on the side of Team Birb. But Pokemon 14 breaking and Round breaking, that's going to do a lot of good here for Team Watermelon. You know, Frost and Paladex still holding on to those full combos, so Frost breaking, Paladex being the only full combo on the side of Team Birb, and having Team Watermelon with these great recovery combo on the side of Bobketa and Lightning Fox having a full combo, Zilva recovering as well. The score lead is going to shrink and maybe start to swap over onto the side of Team Watermelon. We'll have to see as we go into the slow section. It's basically free combo for everybody. We'll have to see. See Paladex here holding on to this full combo, so is Lightning Fox. Bobketa covering quite well though, and that combo advantage being on the side of Team Watermelon, so you're going to start to get that score lead here. Lightning Frost the Fox breaking also again. And with that, Lightning Fox breaking though! Bobketa having enough recovery combo that they might be able to hold on, but Paladex having this full combo means this is starting to get very scary for Watermelon. Zilva recovering a little bit, Eulafoot Enjoyer recovering as well. Oh, but Eula breaking. That combo advantage is nearly gone, but Paladex breaks as well. Bobketa being the only person with any significant combo right now. Meow recovering quite well, but not being able to match that 1,000 combo that Bobketa has. And with that, that score lead is going to stay cemented on the side of Team Watermelon, being almost 100,000 points as we go into this chorus part here. See, everyone hit this. Zilva, unfortunately, breaking. Meow recovering quite well, but everyone else on the side of Team Birb starting to struggle to recover their combos. Bobketa having 1,200 combo, though. There's just nothing that can stop this man. They are going crazy. Lightning Fox recovering as well pretty well. Meow having that almost 700 combo here, though. Also doing pretty well. But as we go into the ending of this map, this is looking like it's going to very solidly be a point for Team Watermelon, the first break point of this match. Bobketa breaking, but it doesn't matter. They've done their job. Getting that 1,300 combo has done everything that they needed to for their team. And with that, this final slider, this is going to be the first break point of the match, being on the side of Team Watermelon. Nearly 200,000 point difference. A 1 miss from Bobketa. 724k is absolutely insane. You know, the second best score in this lobby being 571k by Lightning Fox. Just insane scores. definitely worthy of the first break point. And with that, Team Watermelon now getting to pick their next map. It's going to be very, very interesting to see what they pick here. With that, though, some pretty good scores all around, but just what do you do against a 1300 combo 720k, especially at this level, or at this, this late in the tournament? That's just a ridiculous score. Insanely good here from Team Watermelon. And with that, I don't even know what this team is going to pick into Birb here. It feels like really they can win on anything. But these are two very, very strong teams, and there's going to be strengths and there's going to be weaknesses, so it's going to be very interesting to see what they pick here. But that being said, though, there is also a lot of maps available to them still. We've only gone through maybe not even a quarter of the maps in this pool so far between the bans and current picks. So there's a lot of options for these teams to pick here, and it's going to be interesting to see what Watermelon picks. I mean, they have just won on a hidden pick. They barely lost their first hidden pick. I'm expecting to really see anything from these guys, and they choose map 15, which is no mod. We're seeing Beyond Down Extras, a speed map. So definitely an interesting choice here. I don't think we've really seen much speed so far. So this could be a very, very interesting angle for Team Watermelon here. They might be looking to speed abuse Team Birb. But with that being said, Team Birb also going to have some pretty strong speed. They have to get this far in the tournament, especially on winner sides. We'll have to see what happens here, what the lineups are going to be. It looks like we're seeing Silva in, I believe, on the side of Team Birb. I could be mistaken, but I believe they do play for Team Birb. They do play for Team Birb, I am correct. So definitely interesting to see these some players that we haven't really seen in yet coming into this lobby for this speed map. That we are seeing these lineups start to get a little bit cemented into this this map. So we are going to see Etfard and Gary Eats, I believe, and Silva, I believe, for the first. Oh no, we do see Pokey 714 instead of Silva in on the side of Team Birb. So we do see, I believe, two players we haven't seen yet in this match. So we're going to see Etfard and Gary Eats. Definitely going to be cool to see here. I'm interested to see how they do on this map. This is a speed map, so it's going to be very, very, very interesting. And as we do see the good lucks in the chat, we should be going into this map pretty soon. This is, I believe, the first speed pick we're seeing in this match so far. This is gonna be interesting. And as we go into this map, also this map being relatively short means that every miss, every 100, every 50 is gonna matter a lot here. It's not gonna be a lot of chances to recover here. This map being less than 2 minutes and being 276, it's definitely going to be interesting. And early on, we do see a slight accuracy lead in favor of Team Birb. No breaks so far, but that can change at any moment. We do see Dark Skills from Gary Eats and Silva all break, but there's still 3 full combos on the side of Watermelon. So with that being against 1 full combo on the side of Birb, I believe skill issue broke and I missed it. They already have a 40k skill lead and it's only been a few seconds. And with that, as Team Watermelon holds on, Silva recovering quite well, Edfard, Eula, and Okada all having full combos, meaning that they're going to start to run away with this. We do see some great recovery combos from Team Birb, but having that extra combo on the side of Watermelon is going to keep them in the leader, and it's already an 80k score lead, and we're already just about halfway through this map. So this is still looking very much like a point for Watermelon as long as they're able to hold on to these full combos, these recovery combos. Gary Eats breaking. Definitely not a great sign for Team Birb here. Unfortunately, Paladin and Skill Issue both breaking. Silva breaking as well. Valkyrie breaking. Gary Eats breaking again, but Edfard and Yule Footinjury both holding on to their full combos, being the only 2 full combos in the lobby. Pokey 714 having a pretty solid recovery combo, but unfortunately, without those supporting combos, there's not going to be a whole lot Pokey 714 can do against these 2 full combos from Team Watermelon. We see Ricardo breaking again, Gary Eats breaking again. But Edford and Yulefoot and Joy are both holding onto their full combos here. Just showing why they're the GOATs when it comes to speed maps. Both of them holding onto these full combos going into the final quarter of this map. Al-Qaeda breaking. Gary Eats trading that break. Halodex breaking as well. Focus on 14 recovering pretty well. Dr. Skills just starting to recover, but there's just not much they can do against these two full combos from Edford and Yulefoot Enjoyer. That score difference is already at 500k. Gary Eats breaking again. Holodex breaking. Zilva breaking. But again, these breaks are they're just not going to mean anything when you have two full combos on the side of Team Watermelon. Let's go into the final moments of this map, this final spinner, into these final few notes. We do see the double FC from Etfard and Yulefoot Enjoyer, giving them their 3rd point of this match with a 600k score lead. Just incredible performances from both these players. Eula having that 98 accuracy, the best accuracy in the lobby. An insane score, 948,000 is ridiculous. And with that, Watermelon being up 3-1, 2 points ahead of Team Birb as Birb goes into their next pick. Definitely going to be a very, very interesting angle here for Birb because now they're looking to play that recovery game. You know, they need to just focus on winning their picks and taking maybe 1 or 2 breakpoints from Watermelon. Watermelon putting them in a really rough spot this early on in the match is definitely a tough spot to be in. So we'll have to see what happens. And as we do go in later on into this match, we do see that the number of maps that these teams can pick are starting to also dwindle a little bit. We still have a lot of maps open, but those choices are starting to kind of restrict. Not a lot of like unique maps that are really able to be picked at this point. So it's going to be very interesting to see what Team Bird picks. I don't believe we've seen a single DT map yet, so that could be the angle, although despite considering Watermelon's complete dominance on speed, that might be a little bit misplayed. But we do see map 4 getting picked, which is a DT map, Finders Keepers short version, which is 240 BPM finger control. This is going to be very interesting to see. Maybe they're looking for maybe that lower BPM speed. Maybe that's where they're a bit more comfortable. 276 is pretty fast. That could just be something they're not very comfortable on. So with this, I believe we will see New in for Team Birb. I believe the only reason they weren't in for the last speed map is that it's a little too fast for them. But we could see them in for this because 240 is very, very different than 276. Very much more playable for a lot of people. So definitely interesting to see what these lineups are going to be. I imagine we'll see Yulefoot Enjoyer and Etfard in on the side of Watermelon, seeing how well they did on that last speed map. We do see Paladex coming in for, I believe, the side of Team Birb. So it'll be very, very interesting to see what these lineups will be. We see Poke714 back in, so it looks like we won't be seeing New in for this. Just a little bit unfortunate. However, that is how it is sometimes. So we do see Vin coming in, we see Al-Qaeda coming in. So it'll be interesting to see who the last 2 players will be for the side Team Watermelon. Like I said, I'm expecting Eula to come back in and Edfard. You know, they did so well in that last speed pick. I just imagine they'll be coming back in here. But we will have to see. We do see the GLHFs in the chat already, so I imagine Tournament Planet might just not be updating. We do see Zilva in on the side of Team Watermelon. We do see Eula back in, which I did expect. Eula being a very, very strong speed player. So this is definitely a very strong lineup from both teams, I believe. We do see those GLHFs in the chat, so we should be going into the map in these next couple seconds. It'll be interesting to see if Watermelon will take yet another breakpoint from Team Birb, or if Team Birb will start to claw their way back into this match. You know, start to get some more points on the board, something they very sorely need right now. Watermelon just showing why they're in this winner's bracket side right now. Putting on a little bit of a masterclass. We'll have to see. as we go into this map, we do see a slight score lead early on for the side of Team Watermelon just off accuracy. Paladek's breaking, Gary Eats breaking. Unfortunately, with this map being only a minute long, this is already a really rough spot for Team Birb to be in. Gary Eats breaking as well. Yula Foot Injury breaking, Bobcat breaking, Vin and Zilva both going on to their full combos against Dr. Skill and Triple P714. That score lead has gone over to the side of Team Birb, and we've already, I believe, about halfway through this map, so this is a rough spot for Team Watermelon to be in. But a great spot for Team Birb now. They're looking to take this point here. This is going so fast. Paladek's breaking as well, Bobcat breaking, Dr. Skill breaking, Gary Eats breaking, Bobcat not breaking, but Zilva breaking. And that score lead, combo lead is on the side of Team Watermelon, but it might not be enough time for them to bring back this 60k lead. We'll have to see. This map already being nearly over, 3/4 of the way done, but it is going to very strongly go into the side of Team Watermelon so quickly here at a 200k lead. I don't think there's enough time for Team Birb to do anything here, especially with everyone on side Team Watermelon holding. Bobcat breaking, Yula Foot and Vin both holding on to very strong combos here. There's just no combo on the side of Team Birb to hold on to here. And with that, as we go into the final seconds of this map, that is going to be another breakpoint for Team Watermelon. That was a really fast map. About a minute and 8 seconds. Yeah, that was chaotic. I don't really know what to say. Great scores. A 1 miss from Eula is ridiculous. An A rank 0 miss from Vin is also absolutely ridiculous. 963k. I believe that's an A rank solely off accuracy. That might have been a full combo and I just didn't notice. What a play. One slider break from Poke714, also quite unfortunate. But with that, Team Watermelon is now up 4-1 in this finals match. And with Team Watermelon now having their next pick, they're in a really, really good spot here. Team Birb starting to look a little scary for them. Definitely far from over. But Team Watermelon now taking 2 breakpoints has put Birb in a really, really rough position, especially as the number of maps available to them starts to shrink here. And with that, we are going into, I believe this will be map 6 of Waterlemon. Sorry, I believe I've been reading that wrong the whole time. Versus Team Birb. 2 breakpoints in already is kind of ridiculous here for the side of Team Waterlemon. Just great performances all around. With this definitely gonna be interesting to see what Team Waterlemon picks here. They kind of have free reign of this pool. They've just been showing, map after map that they're just so dominant on this pool, and they're doing quite well. When you see map 13, another DT map, I'm the Rain Downpour, which is a bit of an aim map, so a little bit different from what we've been seeing so far this match. But given how dominant Waterlemon has been, I have no doubts that they'll do quite well on this map. With that being said, Birb is far from, discounted in this match. They're still a very strong team. They've just been, unfortunately, just having some really tragic misses that have really just sent a lot of these maps in favor of Team Waterlemon. So it'll be very interesting to see how they fare on this GTA map. We do see Etfard back in on the side of Team Waterlemon. So definitely interesting. Poke714, I believe, staying in the lobby for this map as well. With that, as we do see these lineups start to form, I believe. Not sure what we're going to be seeing here. I do think we'll probably see Eula in on the side of Team Waterlemon again. I imagine we'll probably see Dr. Skill Issue on Birb. Yep. Okay, and Vin also makes a lot of sense on Team Waterlemon. We're seeing Niu back in. I'm wondering who the 4th is going to be for Birb. I mean, we've seen a lot of strong players. We do see Paladek's back in, which does make a lot of sense. Paladek's being in for a lot of these maps, showing to be a very strong player. We do see Simi fly in for this the side of Team Waterlemon. I'm surprised we're not seeing Eula here, but we'll have to see how these lineups do on this map. And we do see the GLHFs in the chat, so I believe we'll be going into this map soon. This is starting to look pretty rough for Team Birb. I mean, they're down by 3 points, and they've had 2 breakpoints taken away from them at this point. This is a tough spot for them to be in. But it's far from over. They could easily take a couple breakpoints. I mean, we've had a couple close maps here. So I can't imagine that this is, you know, the worst spot Birb can be in. And it looks like we're having a few Bancho moments as we're getting into this map. But as we start, it is looking like an early score lead for Team Birb, actually. But a couple thousand points probably just off accuracy, as we do see an 89% from Al-Qaeda here. Team Fly also in the low 90s. But especially with Vin holding on to that double S, Mew matching with almost 99%. Definitely an interesting spot. We do see that score lead, though, staying on the side of Team Birb. But with the actually, and an early break from Al-Qaeda is going to keep that. But Paladex trading that miss, and Dr. Skillish, I believe, also having an early miss that I missed. Is going to have that score lead go into the favor of Team Waterlemon here. Just off those 3 full combos. As we go through this map, we are seeing that score lead just stay pretty even. Dr. Skillish breaking. FRA trading that break, though. Meaning this is still going to stay relatively even. A 20k score difference is not a whole lot. Especially with a relatively short map. That can be made up very quickly. We do see FRA break. We do see Dr. Skillish break. I believe Paladex broke as well. Definitely little bit of a rough spot, but combos are about even. Birb having the combo advantage, so the score lead should swap over into their favor pretty soon. As we go through this section here, we do see Cookie714U both holding onto these full combos, playing pretty well, solid accuracies. Vin also having a really good accuracy full combo here, but that score lead going to stay flat in the middle because there are some very solid recovery combos on the side of Team Waterlemon, especially with these accuracies. Dr. Skillishu with the lowest act in the lobby with that 94, unfortunately holding the team back a little bit, but they do have that score lead and they're doing quite well here off those 2 full combos. Dr. Skillishu CB5 will break, Moki714 breaks. That is now one of the 2 full combos gone on the side of Team Birb. Waterlemon having Venom Al-Qaeda with very good combos and FR recovering quite well. CB5 breaking, but with that full combo from Mew, it is now back and forth on the score lead. Team Waterlemon trying to run away with a skill between CB5 with breaking, FR breaking. It is only a 30k difference in favor of Team Waterlemon. And as we go into the end of this map, this is still either team's map, but it is looking like it is going to be going to Team Waterlemon as long as Venom Al-Qaeda hold. Mew holding onto this full combo, though, doing quite well. If there is a break from either Venom or Al-Qaeda, this could go either way. Oh, but Mew breaks. Oh no. I believe that just about seals it, and it does. With that, Team Waterlemon now at 5 points in this match. Team Birb still at only 1. This is starting to look dire for Team Birb. They need a serious comeback here in order to stay in this match. Now that being said, Team Birb does have the next pick, so they're going to have to pick very, very wisely, as their next pick could put Team Waterlemon at match point. Poke714 also having that S rank, just an insane score, but just nothing you can do against Vin. Having that full combo, 98%, playing incredibly well. And now there's still not a lot of maps left for these teams to pick. There's what? Maps 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10, and 11, I think? No, 13? There's not a lot of maps left for these teams to pick. They're starting to really run down the options. So Team Birb is going to have a little bit of a tough time, I think, picking what map they're going to choose here. Not a lot of options really available to them. We do see map 9 getting picked. We do see the free mod Night of Nights. Definitely, I was really hoping to see that this match, to be fully honest. I love this song. I think it's a great map. I'm very excited to see how these players do. But we'll have to see. I'm very excited. I love this map. So we'll have to see if this is the map that Birb needs to stay in this match, or if this will be the map that sends Team Waterlemon to match point. And with that, we'll start to see the lineups here. And it looks like we're seeing Zelda and Vin in for Team Waterlemon. And it looks like Team Birb looking to choose who will be in their lineup for this map. Now, it is worth mentioning this is a free mod map, so they do get their choice of mods on here, and it is a 1.5x easy multiplier. I'm kind of hoping we see easy. I don't think we will, but I'd be very excited to see easy on here. With that, looks like we are starting to see these full lineups up here in the lobby. Just Team Rao and you. Focus on 14 Paladex on the side of Team Birb, and we're seeing Lightning Fox, Silva, Vin, and Baketa. For the side of Team Waterlemon, we're seeing the GLHFs in the chat. So I believe we'll be going into this map pretty soon. I'm very excited to see what mods we see from both teams here. Like I said, I'm really hoping we see the easy here. That being said, we are now seeing a lot more geolifts in the chat, so I guess we're going into the map now. We do see some of the mods getting applied here. We're seeing 2 hiddens and a hard rock from Team Waterlemon. But it looks like we're also having a Bancho moment, unfortunately. We are seeing 2 hard rocks and 1 hidden from Team Birb, so unfortunately no easy. We will have to see how these teams do. Early on, we are seeing an early, I believe just an accuracy lead in favor of Team Birb here to start off this map. This map being a little bit shorter in length, kind of a medium length, being 2 minutes 30. So there's a lot of chances for some big misses to cause some crease that we just knew with an early break here, which is quite unfortunate for Team Birb. We see Pokestone 14 break as well. Waterlemon holding on to all 4 full combos. They're going to start to run away with this early as long as they hold. Paladex breaking as well. There's now only 1 full combo on the side of Team Birb against 4. This is starting to look really terrifying for Team Birb here. We do see the recovery combos coming in from Team Birb, but Waterlemon holding on to all 4 full combos. There's just nothing you can do against 4 full combos. We do see Lightning Fox break though. Lightning Fox, unfortunately, being, I believe, the only break on the side of Team Waterlemon. The only non-full combo. But their team is still putting in the work, putting in the score that they need to bring this to match point as we go into this next Ki. Rao holding onto their full combo, doing quite well. Mew starting to recover, but Pokestone 14 Paladex both having very good recovery combos. Being in a relatively okay spot. If Team Waterlemon starts to fall apart, this could look very, very good for Team Birb. But that being said, Team Waterlemon holding on to these 3 full combos. What else can you really say? I mean, they're just putting on a masterclass at this point. Baketa having that 98% on the hidden. Vin matching it on Hard Rock is kind of insane here. Zilva also having quite good accuracy. Rao on the Nomad, 97, pretty good. All the accuracy is pretty good in this lobby. Pokestone 14 having 99.2 is kind of ridiculous. But as we go into this final Ki of the map, Vin breaking, unfortunately. Zilva breaking as well. Team Waterlemon's actually starting to fall apart. This is starting to look a little scary for Team Waterlemon, but Team Birb also continuing to fall apart. Team Pokestone 14 and you both breaking. Paladex breaking as well. I'm kind of breaking. There's now only combo on the side of Team Waterlemon being Lightning Fox and Rao easily outscoring that combo. But I believe it's too little too late as we go into the final moments of this map. It is looking like Team Waterlemon is going to take this map with a 400k score lead, bringing the score lead 6-1. It is now match point in favor of Team Waterlemon. Insane scores all around. 1 misses from Zilva and Rao is actually insane. 911,000 points from Rao. That's ridiculous on this map. But with that, it is now match point for Team Waterlemon. And they do get their pick. This was a break point from Team Birb. So with that, we are now closing in into the final moments, I believe, of this match, or what could very well be the final moments. Waterlemon now, oh no, attorney client. Okay, thank you. Yeah, and with this going into match point on the side of Team Waterlemon, Team Birb needs to effectively reverse sweep now in order to stay in this match. And that's going to be quite a Herculean task for this team here. Yeah, they'll have to win 6 maps in a row and essentially win every other map in this pool in order to win. But Team Waterlemon, having the next pick, they don't want that to happen. They're looking to just close out this match right here and stamp their ticket to Grand Finals on the winner side. And we'll have to see what happens. But with that, I honestly don't even know what Team Waterlemon's going to pick here. I mean, it kind of feels like they just have free reign. They've been beating Team Birb on literally everything. Like, what can this team really do, man? What can Birb do when they do pick map 8? The hidden double time, Senya, Zetsubo no Fuchi. Definitely an interesting choice here, which is, I believe, a DT reading and speed map. So definitely a strong pick considering how strong Team Waterlemon has been on those maps all match long. So we'll have to see if this is the map that closes out this finals match. And that being said, Team Birb basically backed into a corner here, having to pull out all the stops here in this map to take home this match. And you see the lineups here starting to get formed. You see Zilva into the side of Team Waterlemon. You see Poke714 come in for Team Birb. You see Eula back in for this map. So definitely some strong players in for this map, which is what you want to see from both teams. You see Gary Eats come in, Paladex come in, Hokada come in. We're now waiting on the last 2 players, the last players for each team. This is what could very possibly be the final map of this finals match here for Fulminare Ascension on the winner's bracket side. We'll have to see. And this has been just an insane match to watch. Just the dominance from Team Waterlemon here. You know, they lost the first map by 50k points and then responded by winning everything by over 100,000 points every time. I don't think they've had a single map that they've won where the difference was less than 100,000. They have been so dominant this whole match. We do see the GLHS in chat, so it looks like we will be going into this map here, this match point for Team Waterlemon. We do see Vin come in to fill out the roster for Waterlemon, and I believe Dr. Skillishu filling out the roster for Birb as we go into this map. And this is also a bit of a shorter map, being only 2 minutes in length, where every miss matters. And as we sort through Bancho to get into this map, we are now in what could very well be the final map of this match. We do see an early accuracy lead. We see Poke17 break really quickly. And with that, that lead is going to slowly, or very quickly, I mean, go over in favor of Team Waterlemon. Gary Eats breaking as well, but Team Waterlemon holding onto their full combos, meaning that this is already starting to look a little bit dire for Team Birb. Poke714 breaking again. Paladex breaking as well. There's only 1 full combo on the side of Team Birb here from Dr. Skillishu, and they have broken as well. There's now no full combos on the side of Team Birb, but Team Waterlemon holding on to all 4 full combos. That score lead is already at 200,000 points. This is starting to look doomed for Team Birb already. Unless Team Waterlemon just completely falls apart, this is looking like a very convincing match point for Team Waterlemon. We're not even halfway through the map, and it's already a 500k score lead difference while kind of breaking, Vin breaking. Silva breaking earlier that I unfortunately missed, but Yulefunder holding onto that full combo, and there's just no combo to match that on the side of Team Birb. Silva recovering pretty well. Okada and Vin starting to recover, and while Team Birb does have those recovery combos, the full combo from Yulefunder is going to stop them from gaining any sort of lead here, and that score is going to stay firmly planted on the side Team Waterlemon. Silva breaking, Poke17 trading, Dr. Skoshu breaking, but Yulefunder having that almost 800 combo here, not being matched by anybody on the side of Team Birb. Paladex being the only main combo breaking. Gary Eats now being the main combo on the side of Team Birb at 400. But he's being matched by both Bobcat and Vin, and that means Yulefunder just gets to run away with this, and that score lead. Yulefunder breaking, but I don't think it's going to matter. That score lead is already 800,000 points. There is not much left for Team Birb to do here in this match. This is looking like it is going to be a point for Team Waterlemon. And with that, Team Waterlemon has stamped their place into Grand Finals on the winner's side. With that, Team Birb moving down into the loser's bracket for Grand Finals, going to have to claw their way through their loser's bracket match to make it into Grands next week. And with that, Team Waterlemon pulling off a 7-1 victory against Team Birb here in Fulminari Ascension Finals. Just absolutely, just a masterclass from Team Waterlemon here. They have won, every map that they've won has been won by, I believe, over 100,000 points. If I double check the MP link here. Yeah, every map was won by over 100,000 points. There's just, what can you say about that? That's just some absolute dominance here from Team Waterlemon. And with that, I don't really think there's much else to say about this match. Just congratulations, Team Waterlemon, firmly cementing their spot in the Grand Finals, cementing that top 2 placement for the team in this tournament. Team Birb moving down to loser's bracket. We'll have to see if they'll make their way back into Grand Finals for the rematch. But with that, that's all that can really be said. We'll see you guys next time.